What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and today we are going to be talking about that little cutscene you just saw. We're going to be talking about headquarters, which I truly believe may be one of the most revolutionary things to be added to Call of Duty in a very long time. But before I actually talk about that, first we have to discuss what this new headquarters thing actually is. So the reason why I wanted to make this video today is because I heard a lot of rumors yesterday flying around that just simply aren't true. Many different things, whether it be about health in multiplayer, whether it be about specific game modes and what is actually confirmed, and that's why I wanted to make this video today. So like I said, without further ado, let's start by actually talking about headquarters. And no, I'm not talking about the game mode that's been in Call of Duty forever. I'm talking about the brand new thing to come to Call of Duty World War II. And before I explain it to you guys, how about we listen to what Michael Condrey had to say about it yesterday.
And finally, we have headquarters. This is something special, everybody, at Sledgehammer Games, and it's the first of a kind for the Call of Duty community. It's really a living space where fans can connect, be rewarded, compete, show off, and have fun outside of matches. It's a transformation of how the community comes together, and we really want you to see it to understand it. So just a tiny peek here. Let's take a look.
Now, there is a lot of speculation going on around what this actually is and how this is going to work in game, and really we don't totally know yet. For all we know, this could just be something going on in the background of the menu screen. I highly doubt that, but it could be. What I think this is going to be is something very similar to what we have in Destiny, and this is what a lot of people are saying, so this shouldn't be new to you guys. But basically in Destiny, we had this thing called a tower, where all the Guardians could go between games, between matches, and that kind of stuff, and actually buy different things, show off different things, and even just dance if they wanted to. And I think it's going to be something very similar to this. I think there's going to be shops where you can buy things like supply drops, gear, and everything in between. I think there's going to be areas for social things and meeting people to play with online, and I think this is going to be a very good thing for the social part of the Call of Duty community. Now, what this could lead to is a few things that are very, very interesting. First of all, one of the things more and more people are asking for in the next Call of Duty game is a good competitive mode. Competitive playlist where you can level up, rank up, kind of like an ELO system. And this social atmosphere would be one way where you could meet players to actually play with. It's a really cool idea and something that's been thrown around in video games for a very long time, but has only really been pulled off in kind of MMO style games. And Destiny kind of brought forth this in a first-person shooter / third-person shooter game, and it's really interesting to see what Call of Duty is going to do with this, whether it's just going to be a social space to show off what your character looks like, or whether it's going to be a complete area that plays into the way you play the game. For example, in Destiny, one of the things you can do at the tower is buy challenges to then complete in-game, and unlocking those challenges gives you XP, other things, and maybe even in Call of Duty, it'll give us some items. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with that, how supply drops tie into this new area, and I think this is going to be one of the most interesting new things about the next Call of Duty game. Another thing I wanted to get off my chest was another thing that all of the clickbait websites are actually just tuning right into, and it's the fact that Call of Duty is not going to have health regeneration. That's not true. Well, it's kind of true. So as far as the campaign goes, it's pretty much confirmed that your health will only go up when you get medkits. It's pretty much 100% guaranteed. Multiple interviews have said that. However, I would be shocked, absolutely 100% shocked, if this was the way things are in multiplayer. The reason why I say that is because they say they want Call of Duty to go back to the roots. In Call of Duty, we've had regenerating health since pretty much Call of Duty 2. So this isn't something new. This isn't something that's going to change. Like I said, I would be shocked if that changed in multiplayer, and I'm willing to bet a lot of money that there's going to be regenerating health in multiplayer. The next thing I want to look at is the brand new game mode. This brand new game mode is called War, and once again, let's hear what Michael Condrey has to say about it.
And then a bunch of new stuff, right? We've got War, an asymmetrical allied versus Axis mode where factions fight to capture or defend critical objectives. Now, this mode changes map design, strategy, teamwork, and we're really excited about its potential.
The big rumor surrounding this is it's going to be a Battlefield-esque style gameplay with tanks, airplanes, everything in between, with 48 players. The reason why people are saying 48 players is because in a recent thing that Xbox put out about Call of Duty World War II, it said this game is going to range from 2 to 48 players. I can pretty much debunk that as of right now. The reason why I say that is because that 48 players, I'm pretty sure, are the amount of players that can actually be in a headquarters, the thing we talked about earlier, at one time. The reason why I say that is if you actually go and look at the gameplay of what they showed us from headquarters, there is 46 players on the screen plus the 2 that were originally on the cliff. In other words, 48 total players in one lobby of headquarters. So I'm assuming that that is what that is talking about. As far as this war game mode, I really have no idea. The only other thing that Michael Condrey has said since then about war that wasn't in that little speech we just listened to is that these missions are going to be somewhat story-based. So there's going to be kind of a story that goes along with each of the maps or each of the missions, and I really have no idea how this is going to work out as a multiplayer game mode. If you have any ideas or things you want, let me know what you think down in the comments below. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think vehicles, i.e. tanks and airplanes, really work in Call of Duty, but they could work as score streaks, so I don't totally know what this game mode is going to be, but like I said, I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say. And then we've got Divisions, so once again, let's let Michael Condrey explain it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on this.
We're also excited about Divisions. Divisions is a fundamentally new way to approach your Call of Duty multiplayer career, and it adds to the player immersion by allowing players to enlist in a specific unit of their choice.
So if you ask me, and I don't know why I haven't heard any other Call of Duty YouTubers say this yet, but this just sounds like mission teams from Infinite Warfare, does it not? It sounds like you'll be able to pick some sort of division to play in, and based on that division, it'll give you challenges, things to do, ways to play that are going to unlock certain items for that division. Also, you'll be able to level up in that division, just like you can mission teams. At least that's what it sounds like to me. I've heard some other people say it's going to be like the way you leveled up in Call of Duty Ghost, where you leveled up a character, and then once he hit top level, you'd prestige him and then play another character. I don't think that's going to be the way it is. I think you're going to unlock items and be able to customize your character and everything like that. The reason why I say that is because when they were talking about headquarters, they were saying you can show off your character, show off your gear. So obviously gear is going to be a big part of this multiplayer experience. The question is, are these divisions simply mission teams, or are they something else altogether? I'm not 100% sure. To me, it just sounds like mission teams. So the final thing I want to talk about before this video ends is, once again, the headquarters game mode, if you want to call it that. The whole idea of having the central hub where you can go and be social and maybe unlock things. I think this is a really great idea. I think this is a really great idea, not only as a social aspect, but as a way of doing some sort of gear system that people are really going to like. Because as we know, I know a lot of us hate it, myself being one of those people, supply drops are going to be a part of the game. It's inevitable. There's no way, there's no denying it. And the thing is if they're able to introduce a new system where personalization is a really big thing, maybe we won't have to worry about them putting non-aesthetic items into supply drops or whatever they're going to be called in this game. The thing that I'm really interested to see is how they're going to implement this kind of customization, and they set achievements and all of this stuff into the headquarters area and make it a really cool place to hang out, kind of like Destiny did with the tower. I'm really excited to see where this goes, and this could really be game-changing for Call of Duty as a whole. So I can't wait to see what they actually do with it. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to see from this down in the comment section below. I'll be reading all the comments, responding to them, so let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We got lots more Call of Duty World War II content coming. On top of that, we got some zombies content coming on the weekend and everything in between. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, it would be fantastic if you could hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.